more trees. Walking around the neighborhood, looking around our urban forest, urban forest. Um, let's see what we see. There's some cool trees. There's some cool uh, plants. Here we have it. Here we have it. Hi, doggies. That's nice when the dogs don't come yap away. Whew. They just had a donut, getting a little coffee, getting some tires in our family van, and I decided let's look at some of these urban trees. There's nobody on the live, not yet, so we're just gonna keep walking and waiting until somebody pops in and says what's up down in the comments. Remember to put the thumbs up. This cool urban forest. You know, we could have more trees here, but it's kind of a desolate. This is in the 50s, international and 50 ish. Um, you know, there's some cool weed trees. That's what they are. Weedy trees. Lots of acacias. Oh, this is super cute. That's super cute. What's up, everybody? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Just taking a stroll uh, through the through the neighborhood. Got a little coffee. Oh, I'm spilling my coffee. Why not? I love this neighborhood. So there's some family homes. It's a lot of trash, which kind of sucks. What's up, everybody? What's up? What's up? Say hello down in the comments. Hit that thumbs up. We're taking a neighborhood walk, looking at some trees, looking at some murals. This is one thing I love. Thank you for the follow God. Hi, what's up, follow God? I'm glad you're following somebody. You don't have to follow me, but I'll take you through our neighborhood here in Oakland, California. What's up, everybody? Welcome, welcome. I was looking around, gonna do a little walk over urban forest. Put I bet would like someone fell on the table. So if you beat them, what? No, man. No, be safe. Let's be safe, okay? Nobody falls on the table saw. That's how you get injured. I'm gonna flip you guys around. We're gonna look at some urban trees in our neighborhood. As you can see, this is kind of a desolate street tree forest. We're getting some new tires, and I'm taking a walk around the neighborhood where the tire shop is. Yo, put, put. What? Yeah, I know, huh? Follow God. What's up? What's up with this? All right, we're approaching over there what looks to be maybe a Eugenia tree. We're gonna take a look. Look, all these citrus. Okay, there's some Sagaris palms. Those are always nice. I love the Sagaris. It's kind of a semi-industrial area here. I guess back in the day there was a lot more industry. Now we have uh, it's somewhat of living business. Look at this citrus, man. California citrus, and then the garbage on the streets. Yo, I ran. Capybara! I have rabies? What, dude? Look, some nice tangerine tree over there. There's a lemon, looks like a Santa Rosa lemon or something. Okay, yes. Here we have the Eugenias. Let's go look at them. Eugenius is a Syzygium peniculatum. These are cool trees. I like them. Some of them make some pretty good little berries that you can eat. Uh, they're super tough trees. Um, I mean, look where they're growing. Amongst they have a tiny little space, but they manage. Ooh, a little pokeweed. Look at this. All right, Phytolacca. These are great weeds. You can see all the little seeds around the ground here. There's some cool trees. They do have a lot of included bark, poor structure. So you can see here. Look at this. See, that's poor structure. But nonetheless, these trees thrive in the urban forest. There's some more over here. They get a lot of they get beat up a lot. Uh, here goes the part. Look, people even graffiti on the trees. But look, one of the trees that we see a lot in our urban forest here in the Bay Area are these plums. Plums do really good out here. Rosaceous plants. Rosaceous plant, another one back there. So look what they do pretty good. They do pretty good. What do we have? Some plums, some orange trees. Ooh, somebody's starting a nopal farm over here. Look at this. Oh, did I step on shit? No, close. Whew. Ooh, nice car. Yeah, see, here in Oakland we have a big houseless problem. It's super sad because there's a lot of people who need to have good living conditions and they're living in shacks and it's sad, you know. There's enough wealth in this world where we could all live comfortably with all our basic needs met, but it's not it's not usually what happens, which is kind of sad. But it's what we have. It's what we have. Anyway, here we go. Keep walking. So our neighborhood kitchens. Love this. I love this. Oh, it smells so good. Ooh. Oh. Proseguiré mi camino. Buenas, ¿cómo le va? Evitando fracasar con otro amor. Let's go look at this. Let's go look at what happens to trees when you put tree protection around them, stakes, and then you don't take those out. This is what happened. Around, who's back? Hey, what's up, guys? We're looking at some urban trees here, and what happens when you plant a tree and do all these things, but then you don't follow up with some maintenance. This is what happens. Look, it got the tree keeps growing, and then it starts swallowing up the cages. Look at that. You can see that the tree creates extra wood around in order to stabilize itself around foreign objects. So it's eating it, but really it's just growing around it. Ain't got no. It's called Jacaranda tree. It's in its dormant season right now. They have little bit of it's full of buds. I love this tree. They really grow well. In the urban forest, I I have them in my heart because I grew up in Buenos Aires in Argentina, and they have um they have these gigantic jacaranda trees in Buenos Aires. That they're more native over there. They're from South America. Bignoniaceae family. So yeah, you see, they grow in. They put cages to protect them from the humans, but then the humans don't take the cages out, and now the tree is like, you know, it's not so compromised, but it kind of sucks for the trees to have this. Oh yeah, what's up, Tacoma neighborhood Tacomas. Anyway, there's a lot of garbage in our city, but that's human condition. That doesn't say anything about our actual city and who our people are. It just says about, what our people have to put up with and what they grow up with and the examples they have around. If you have the politicians approving deals to like take away protections for endangered species through through removing protected lands for their habitat. Those are the people at the top who should be the most educated. They're not. So if you have those people who are supposed to be an example to follow doing that kind of stuff, you can't complain about the garbage. You know, you just can't complain about the garbage. You just have to deal with it. If it bothers you, you have to pick it up. You know, help your community how you can. Ooh, looks like a big avocado tree back there. Let's see if we can zoom in a little bit. Neighborhood avocado tree. Um, Looks like it's either pushing some new growth. You see all the red hue. I don't know if you can see that well. There's some red hue to it. Uh, Pretty cool. Pretty cool. I like the avocados. The avocados do surprisingly well here in Oakland. What's up, friends? Say hello down in the comments. Say hello down in the comments. It's walking around the neighborhood trying to see some cool trees. There's not very many. There's some cool trees. There's trees. They're not cool. Well, I guess they're cool. What do you think? Let's see. TCF. That's pretty sick. That's pretty sick. Look at that cobra. Risek. What's up, Risek? Cobra Risek. Oh, the English laurel. The English laurel is not an actual laurel. This is a cherry. The It's a prunus. Prunus. Look at those little fruit. I don't know if you can see. They're tiny. They make this little black fruit. Another really tough tree. But it being tough, you know, they're not natives. They're kind of tricky. It's super tricky when people say, "Oh, native trees, native trees." A lot of our native trees don't do well in an urban environment like this. They need to not be so disturbed. You need like really aggressive trees to thrive here. Let's keep walking. We have some people, some neighbors with some Sagaris palms. I love the Sagaris palms. The queen palm, um, super cool. I really love working on those. Ooh, nice. Look at these fuchsias. Ooh, nice fuchsias. You gotta clear it up. There's a lot of like really cute ladies that grow some super cool orchids. They have nice gardens. Ooh, look at these roses. Oh, those are beautiful. Yet again, people complain about non-native plants and roses, and sometimes they call them horticultural atrocities. I get it. I get it. Look at this tree. Well, just has a for sale sign. Anyway, we'll keep going. I'm just taking my time, spending some time trying to get, waiting for the tires to be new tires in the van. It's man, it's hella expensive. It's hella expensive, but feels good to just take care of it and not be dealing with like buying one tire at a time from the used shop. All right, we have a little locust tree. Let's look at the locust, and there's a squirrel in it. What's up, squirrel? Let's see. It's like Cuddy, Cuddy hiding over there. There it is. You see the tail? Hey, hey, squirrel! What's up? What's up, squirrel? Where are you going? Anyway, so you can see here a clear example of lion tailing, where you remove all the lower canopy and just leave the top canopy. It's not a great way to prune a tree. There's some structural flaws in this tree that could have been addressed instead of removing all these lower limbs and leaving just the top. Could have been reduced at the top, you know, worked on some structure. But, you know, locust, Robinia, I think this is the Robinia pseudoacacia. Um, cool trees, I like them. They're fast growers. They handle their own. I like fast growing trees. Ooh, let's look at this mallow. Ooh, that's cute. That is cute. Oh yeah. And then the dietes. Dietes doing its thing. Again, another plant that does really well in our urban environments. If you need a spot, if you need a plant for a place that is tough, that dogs pee and poo on, and teenagers step on, and car doors open against, and there's a lot of pollution and no water. This is a good plant. The Dietis is a good plant, and it'll bloom profusely. You can see here the blooms are coming through. There's no open blooms right now, but they're cool plants. Kind of don't like them too much, but they're better than nothing. Better than that, right there. Look at that. See a little turd. I'd rather have a Dietis there than a turd. Ooh, there's some nice Broncos here. Anyway, oh, there it is. There it is. What do we have there? Ooh, a little Diospirus kaki, a little persimmon tree, accompanied by your good old improved Meyer lemon. Look at that. Haha, I love when people do this. They'll put a support on the tree. Not necessary, but hey, whatever you want, man. If you think that you need to prop up a tree, that's all good. You can prop up your trees. Kaki, kaki, Diospirus kaki, the persimmon tree. My favorite. Right now, they have such a good looking foliage. It's like lime green with a hue of gold. Here we are, everybody's favorite plant, the English ivy, Hedera. Hedera. I want to say ilex, no, but that's not it. Hedera something. I forget. Who cares about these stupid plants? But look, little avocado tree. What's up, avocado tree? Gonna do anything this year? Gonna make some fruit? You gonna make some fruit? I don't know. We'll find out. We'll find out. It's a little black walnut and a little plum here. Oh, look at that mailbox. That's super cute. It's uh, it's mimicking the house. You see, almost accurate. It needs a little more. Like the red stairs. I like the red stairs. Anyway, oh, look at these palms. Uh, I need to get more in tune with my palms. But this is nice. Look at that trunk. It's a good looking trunk. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. The good looking trees. I guess palms are trees now. Did you know that? Did you know that? Palms are considered trees now. I'm glad, man. Let them be trees. They've been wanting to be trees for so long. Oh, look at this apple. Damn. Covered in blooms. Looks like I make some good fruit. There's some left over from last year still. Pretty cool. And that's hi doggies. Hi poochies. What? That's another dog. There's another dog over there. Ooh, look at these roses. Damn. In full bloom. Nice. Nice. Some good roses. And then the lemon tree over there. Oh, looks like maybe something else. Not a lemon. Yeah, no, that's a lemon. Lovely. Lovely. Okay, guys, I'm out of here. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned for more videos soon. Plant more trees, guys. Peace.